Why hello there, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Yes, it's Sunday and I'm pouring myself a little bit of wine. Don't ask any questions. It has really been a hell of a week recently. We have just been grinding at it, and today is the very first day that I've really taken a break for myself. But today I'm really excited to share this story because I haven't shared this story very much throughout my socials or really with that many people. It is a bit more personal, and as you can see by the thumbnail, yeah. Before I get into this, I just want to say thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I can't believe I have this many of you watching me. It's really awesome to be able to share my life experiences and hopefully have some of you relate to exactly what I'm talking about. Now let's get into the video. So I started my social media as a fitness content creator about 2.5 years ago, predominantly on the platform Facebook. And back when I was doing that, I was just posting photos and just trying to help as many people as I could. I then transitioned over to Instagram and I started to get a couple clients. Things were going okay. I was doing my best to help people and still learn at the time because I really hadn't been doing that much fitness myself. I'd only been in the game for maybe 1.5 years, so I wasn't some crazy expert at this point. But then I noticed this platform TikTok was popping off and I was like, you know what, I'm going to put some content out on there. So I started posting random videos, posting some videos about my ADHD, posting some videos about my fitness, and I kind of started just posting memes back then. It was never anything serious until this one idea clicked. I hadn't seen anybody doing skits on TikTok, so I started doing these characters where I was playing Coach Cam and the client, and I was making videos like that, and people absolutely loved them. It started popping off. I gained like 25,000 followers in one day. So I started to gain a bit of traction, and I really didn't feel like my physique was on par with the information I was providing. And I saw a lot of people in the industry had crazy physiques, and I was really aspiring to be like them. I know a lot of people do, and unfortunately, they don't tell you the hidden truth. I think at about this time I'd amassed about 50,000 followers on my TikTok, and I had actually slowly started to create a fitness business and get clients and partner up with someone and start really teaching people one-on-one. And as a couple months went by, I really wanted to elevate my game with my physique because I was like, if I can get my physique better, I'll get more clients. And people like to sell programs and pretend they're not doing such and such, and I wasn't all for that. So what I did was I decided to be open and honest about it on my TikTok. And I actually made a video on my TikTok, which you can view here, about me taking Psalms and running an 8-week cycle. To my surprise, I actually gained a lot of respect from my fellow gym bros and the fitness community about this. There was of course people that thought I was an idiot, but I mean, that's just a given, right? Now, before I continue, I just want to say that I do not advise the use of any PEDs, steroids, Psalms, or any enhancing drugs. So this was at the time when we had lockdowns in Australia. I'm actually from Melbourne, if you didn't know, and we had gyms closed, and so I was just doing home workouts. I had two 40-kilogram dumbbells, and really, like, it's not that much. I was doing bodyweight stuff, but it wasn't enough to do a lot of progressive overload. But I did my very first cut, and I didn't do it right. I started cutting my calories way too low. I was eating about 2,000 calories, and by the end of the Psalm cycle, I just looked skinny. And after a while, I ended up copping a lot of hate just because I wasn't doing it right, and I didn't take it that seriously, and people kind of looked at me as a bit of a joke. I really don't blame them. I could have done more research. I did research on Reddit about the side effects and how much I should use and all that sort of stuff, but I didn't have my mental headspace right, my diet wasn't good, and I hadn't had a proper workout program, and just there was a couple gaps that I really needed to fill. And if you're wondering, this was the transformation right here. This is what I look like. You can go over to my other Instagram if you'd like to take a look at my previous photos. Now, luckily for me, I had no side effects with anything. I didn't get any thinning hair or lack of sleep or, low testosterone or anything. I was quite lucky. However, I still haven't gone and got my blood checked, so I really should probably do that. Now, the reason I actually started doing this was because I just wanted to keep up in the industry. There's a lot of pressure when you are doing a lot of fitness and you're being a fitness influencer and you're trying to really get your physique up to standard, and it's hard to compete when most people are 99% on steroids and you're that one guy who is natural and you're trying to compete for clients and get people to look at you and get eyeballs. And I wanted to be the guy that really stood out. And unfortunately, I see a lot of teenagers getting caught up in this nowadays, especially with the ease of access to Psalms. I mean, you can just type that in the internet and boom, you get it delivered to your door. Like, it's not hard. And I think this is a very big growing epidemic. I know that in the UK, it's very prevalent, but it's becoming a lot more prevalent here in Australia. And I think that with the use of, TikTok and the social media apps and people being a lot more open about it, which I respect a lot. There's a lot of transparency around it, but I think that it's also kind of damaging the health of young individuals. So for those of you that are watching this, please think carefully before you go and alter your body's hormones. I really don't recommend it. Thank you so much for listening to my experience. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of these videos. Drop a comment below what you'd love to hear next, and send me a DM on Instagram if you'd like to chat. My DMs are open. Peace!